A lot of people still don't believe in the paranormal, but how do you explain all these creepy videos from around the world that seem to prove otherwise? Wherever there's a camera, there's a chance something from the other side might get caught on film. So today we're diving into some of the most disturbing supernatural moments ever captured on video. But hey, don't say I didn't warn you. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it, if you're brave enough. This creepy footage comes from a store in Mexico known as Tienda de Mario, a place already infamous for its spooky activity. At first, everything seems normal. A female employee is crouched down, looking into a box, when suddenly she's yanked hard across the floor by something completely invisible. There's no one around her, no wires, no tricks, just a violent pull that sends her sliding across the ground. She manages to get up and bolts out, screaming like she just saw death itself, and honestly, she probably quit on the spot. This shop specializes in toys and party supplies, but new workers never last long. Many quit within weeks. Coincidence? I don't think so. At this rate, they'll need to add paranormal hazard pay to their job contracts. In certain parts of the world, face-slapping competitions are taken very seriously, like full-blown events with judges, crowds, and intense rivalries. But in one of these matches, a woman got slapped, and something weird happened. Her face literally changed. Before the hit, she looked clearly East Asian. After, she looked completely different, almost like a Western woman. There was no editing, no makeup tricks. The audience saw it live, and no one could explain it. Was it just the impact messing with her face temporarily, or something way more bizarre? Some say it's a glitch in the Matrix. Others think she might be a shapeshifter, like an actual mythical being that got exposed mid-match. Whatever it was, that slap hit harder than anyone expected. A woman was filming a potential new home she and her husband were thinking about buying. She was being shown around by a realtor and sending clips to her husband. Everything was going fine until she stepped into the utility room.
And that goes...
There, something chilling happens. A ghostly white figure walks out of the shadows, then disappears just as quickly. You can clearly hear the realtor speaking from another room, so it wasn't her. When the husband watched the footage later, he spotted the apparition and immediately said, "Nope, we're not buying that place." Honestly, good call. Who wants to drop thousands of dollars on a haunted mortgage? This one's straight out of a nightmare. A man in Vietnam was home alone late at night when a strange noise woke him up. Too scared to ignore it, he grabbed his phone and started filming his small apartment. He didn't see anything, but the feeling of being watched wouldn't go away, so he started snapping pictures. That's when he captured it. A horrifying figure with glowing eyes staring at him from under the sink. It's blurry, but the shape, the face, it's enough to make your blood run cold. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. If he hadn't taken that photo, he could have slept in peace. But now, good luck ever closing your eyes again. A guy in rural Thailand decided to explore an old abandoned hospital alone. Classic mistake. After hearing strange noises near the old patient wards, he went in to investigate. And what he filmed still haunts people online. A pale figure with the long hair and no face suddenly stumbles toward him. It doesn't move right. It doesn't look human. Panicked, the explorer runs, but when he returns later with backup, there's no one there. Some think it's a ghost of a patient who died when the hospital was still active, back when conditions were reportedly terrible. Others think it's a hoax, but if you saw the way that thing moved, you wouldn't be so sure. One night, a woman was stopped at a red light when she noticed something off on the corner. There was a tall, thin figure dressed in white, jumping over and over again in the exact same spot, not moving forward, not changing pace, just bouncing up and down like it was on a loop, like some kind of ghost stuck in playback. Creeped out, she filmed it and drove off. But even from her mirror, the thing was still jumping. Some people online guessed it was a mannequin or some weird art installation. But when she passed by the same spot the next day, nothing was there. No figure, no setup, just empty sidewalk. Whatever that was, it wasn't normal. On what seemed like a regular night in Mexico, a home security camera picked up something anything but normal. In the top right corner of the footage, a strange silhouette appears near the edge of a garage, barely visible in the darkness. The family dog immediately starts barking like crazy, clearly sensing something wasn't right. The homeowner rushes over and even calls his wife to come look. Then it happens. The shadowy figure twists and morphs into a human shape, then casually walks off like nothing ever happened. Seriously, what was that? Was this the rare real-life capture of a shapeshifter mid-transformation? Cause that's one paranormal plot twist I wasn't ready for. This TikTok user usually posted super normal stuff, outfits, daily routines, birthdays, you get the idea. But on her birthday, something weird went down. The moment everyone finished singing happy birthday, she leaned in to blow out the candles, but someone or something beat her to it. All the candles just snuffed out at once. Everyone there was stunned. Nobody blew, no wind, no trick. And when they rewatched the video, no explanation. Looks like the afterlife has some party crashers now. Maybe it was a ghost who just really wanted to make a wish. This poor guy had just moved into a new house with his family, but one night, while home alone, things got creepy real fast. His daughter's toy ball suddenly rolled out from a room on its own. At first he thought it was a breeze or maybe he imagined it, but then more toys in the kid's room started activating by themselves. Music boxes playing, lights flashing, things turning on with no one there. Even worse, his wife and daughter were still at the old house finishing the move. So whatever was playing in that room wasn't human. Talk about buyer's remorse. This paranormal investigator decided to spend the night at the old Baraboo Inn in Wisconsin, an 1860s saloon straight out of the Wild West with a long history of bar fights, tragedy, and death. People say it's haunted, and this guy found out the hard way. First, he heard eerie noises, then objects started moving on their own, but the real kicker, a full-on shadow figure darted through the bar.
Oh, holy shit! Oh my god, something just got thrown.
And when he went upstairs, into the room still furnished like it was the 1800s.
You do it again a little louder? Oh, holy shit! Oh my god! That was a black mass!
A glove sitting on a table fell to the floor without anyone touching it. Just one more ghost making sure no one forgets who still runs the place.
Is that you moving stuff around in here? What the f***?
This father was out walking with his young daughter when she suddenly pointed and said, "There's someone over there."
Somebody over there.
Over where? Hey! What are you doing over there?
He looked where she was pointing, into the trees, and saw something. At first, it looked like a person, but as he got closer, it became clear. This thing was way too tall, with impossibly long limbs. It looked like a creature straight out of a creepypasta, like Slender Man's weirder cousin. When the dad tried to approach, the figure was gone. No footprints, no noise, nothing. So what exactly did that little girl see? Whatever it was, thank God it didn't follow them home. Now this one's gotten serious attention from UFO researchers. A man in Peru was driving on a highway at sunset when his dashcam caught a massive flying object cruising across the sky. Totally silent. The shape, classic disc. The movement, smooth and unnatural. And since dashcams aren't super common in Latin America, the fact that it was recorded at all makes it even more rare. It immediately drew comparisons to a 2015 sighting in Peru when a politician's live interview was interrupted by an unidentified object hovering in the sky. Coincidence? Or is Peru becoming a UFO hotspot? Farmers in Myanmar were losing livestock night after night, so they tracked the trail of remains into the woods and found a hidden den. Inside it, something terrifying. They dragged out a strange creature, small, pale, and unnatural. Some said it looked like the mythical chupacabra. Others insisted it was a shape-shifting witch straight from local legends. Either way, it was definitely something no one wanted anywhere near their land. Of course, the video caused massive debate online. Some called it real, others swore it was fake, and honestly, I'm leaning toward fake because come on, if you're a demon beast from the forest, sucking blood and haunting farms, why would you dress like you're on your way to Sunday Mass?